Hey everybody, welcome to Photo Blue. Today I'm going to show you how to use the healing tool in GIMP to do some retouching of photographs. Okay, I have two photographs here that I got from Pixabay that I'm going to use to demonstrate. The first one here, I'm going to touch up some blemishes on a face. So you need to select the healing tool, and if you have your tools grouped, it's in the same group with the cloning brush and the perspective clone. If you have them ungrouped, it will be just an icon that looks like this. It looks like a bandage, basically. So what we're going to do is, the first thing is, we want to patch this blemish right here, so we need to pick an area out near here that has the correct texture and color and tone or that we want. And so I'm going to pick this area right here, and I'm going to hold the control key down, and I'm going to left click. You see that puts a circle here, and that picks the area that we're going to use to cover up this blemish, basically. So if I go over to the blemish now and I left click, it makes it disappear. Now this works pretty good on a lot of backgrounds, but every now and then you might run into a problem and you just need to undo it and pick another area and try again. So we're going to try to fix this blemish over here, and so we're going to pick an area. You can see the tone's a little bit different. It's a little bit darker over here. The color's a little bit different, so we want to pick an area that's a closer match. So I'm going to hit the control key down again. We've picked our area that we're going to use, and it's covered it up again. So down here is going to be a little more challenging. You can actually change the size of the brush as well, and to do that you actually go over here and click on the attributes to the healing tool, and you can go here and resize it. So let's bring it down a little bit right here, so we can make it a little bit smaller. Hold down control, pick a tone here. I'm going to have to hit that. I have to hit that a couple of times. Then we're going to hit here and pick a tone here. And sometimes you can hit it a couple of times to bring it out a little better. And so we got rid of that blemish right there. So this is one photograph I wanted to use to demonstrate, because the common thing to get rid of with retouching are blemishes on a face or imperfections. Another thing we can do is I'm going to take this photograph right here. A problem that happens a lot in skies, now it can just be dust or birds. There are actually sometimes I've had photographs where there's a bird flying in the background, but it looks like it's dust. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick an area just near this bird right here, and hold down the control key. And so there's the circle where it's showing us where it's taking from, and we're going to click on that, and it's going to heal it. What it does is you pick an area, and it kind of blends it, so it doesn't make an exact copy. If it made an exact copy, in some instances it might be more obvious what's going on. Now to show that better, a lot of times we also have power lines in a photograph that we may not want. You know, they may be in a corner or whatever. In this case, the subject is a power line. But we're going to actually use this to show how we can get rid of a power line or any sort of line that we want to get rid of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually bring the size up on this brush some. I'm going to pick an area and hit control, And I'm going to just drag along this actually. Now you see we ran into a little problem right there. Because it actually, you'll see, if we undo this, as we drag along, the area is actually moving. So you might hit an area where this actual sampling may go into another area and bring in something that you don't really want it to bring in. So you have to be careful of that, because sometimes as this area moves along, it moves into an area where the tonality has changed, particularly if you have a background that varies a lot. So that's something you have to be careful of. But you can redo the area or stop and just smooth it in. So you can experiment with that. But it's a very good tool, the healing tool. It's very similar to the healing tool in Adobe Photoshop. This has been Photo Blue, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like.